This is a mini meditation guided by Bombas. Repeat after me. I'm comfy. I'm cozy. I have 0 blisters on my toes. And that's because I wear Bombas, the softest socks, underwear, and t-shirts that give back. One purchased equals one donated. Now go to bombas.com/listen and use code LISTEN for 20% off your first purchase. That's bombas.com/listen and use code LISTEN at checkout.
99X, Barnes and Leslie, we are the Morning X. It's time to sleaze, brought to you by McDonald's. Archways to Opportunity helps employees achieve their dreams. You want to learn more? Just visit mcdonalds.com. Let's get some sleaze from Fram.
SAG Awards last night, a couple of surprises, but how about the Lifetime Achievement Award to Jane Fonda, who is 87 years old.
I wondered how old.
Believe it.
She was referencing doing stunts in her 90s, like making fun of how she's reinvented herself. She does look totally different.
She looks different. I will say this, she's probably had some work done. But
you think?
When you think about all the amazing movies that she's been in, of course, all of her activism, and what a fiery speech that she gave saying, make no mistake, empathy is not weak or woke. And by the way, woke just means you give a damn about other people. So people are, of course, referencing that. The other thing I need to get now, because I didn't realize all these actors were in soap operas, did you see the list of all the actors that were not only in Law and Order, but in soap operas like over the years when they were super young?
Yeah.
Some of them I didn't even realize.
Big launching ground. I mean, so many major A-listers who were on these rando shows.
Rando, well, I'm going to get the list, but SAG Awards were last night. Of course, you know, this coming Sunday night, the Oscars. Here we go. Ridley Scott, it just keeps on coming. Check out this new movie. Josh Brolin, Margaret Qualley, and Guy Pearce have signed on to star in this new Ridley Scott film, The Dog Stars, based on Peter Heller's novel, portraying a post-apocalyptic world devastated by a lethal flu. How many post-apocalyptic things are there?
A lot.
Like every movie is post-apocalyptic. Well, I do have to say this. Speaking of Guy Pearce, Barnes, there is a resurfaced interview from 2018 that has come up where he's talking about Kevin Spacey as being quote-unquote handsy.
Kevin Spacey, who you work with on LA Confidential.
Yeah. Tough one to talk about at the moment. Yeah. Amazing actor. Yeah. Incredible actor. Slightly difficult time with Kevin. Yeah.
At the time you were working with him?
Yeah. He's a handsy guy.
Oh, okay. We'll leave.
Yeah. Thankfully, I was 29 and not 14.
For those who don't know, he came out and took down, he thought, Kevin Spacey last week with some allegations, and Spacey responded pretty fiercely. And so you're saying that's a few years old?
Yeah.
Damn.
You know, he did an interview recently, which he talked about all of this. And then Kevin Spacey came out the next day. But this interview has just resurfaced, though, from 2018. So he mentioned it many years ago.
Yeah, it sounds like he was itching to talk about it.
Wow. Now, we talked about this in the last Celebrity Sleaze. It's kind of gross. But Sterling K. Brown was just on with Jimmy Kimmel talking about how he and his wife were doing ayahuasca and everybody has their own, throw-up bucket. But it was a little bit different for Sterling K. Brown. Here's part 2 of that interview.
Gets even better for me. Yeah. Because I don't purge that way. I'm one of the few people I know that only purges through the back door. And so, now, hear me out, don't wait. You have time to make it to the bathroom. It's not one of those things where you're like, no. It is.
You're not sitting on the bucket?
You have a little gurgle in your belly. You're like, I'm gonna have to get up and go to the bathroom. And so you kind of roll over, you crawl, and then you go to the bathroom, and then you wind up losing a lot of water.
I'm the same way as him. I'm not a throw-upper.
A friend of mine did this, and she said you're sitting around with a bunch of strangers, and you're throwing up and you're having diarrhea in front of strangers. Does that sound like fun?
Leslie, I'm going to take that clip. You're having diarrhea. Make a song out of that. No, I've not done ayahuasca. I'm just saying, when I get sick, I don't get the throw-ups.
Oh, I do.
No, other way. Back.
So, Barnes, I have to ask you this question because I saw this and couldn't believe it. Ethan Hawke says that casting actors based on Instagram followers is a thing and crazy. Now, he's talking about his daughter. His daughter, Maya, had some comments about this in an interview with the Happy, Sad, Confused podcast. Maya Hawke, his daughter, revealed that she knows several smart directors who have been told by producers that they must cast actors with a certain amount of Instagram followers.
It's been like this for a little while. They have to put a puzzle together.
And so Ethan Hawke said, I really feel bad for these people. Sometimes I'll be setting up a movie and someone will say, oh, you should cast Susie. And I'm like, who's she? And they will say, she has 10 million followers. And he's like, yeah, but can she act? I mean, that is troubling.
A lot of those are such frauds, though, with fake followers anyway. You know what I mean? Like they buy followers. They're trying to make their career pop.
So you're telling me it doesn't matter if you can act or not anymore if you've got a lot of followers?
I mean, I don't know. It's
kind of shocking.
Yeah, I think they're maybe like in very tiny roles. They want to fill someone maybe that they can get some social. But at the end of the day, big picture, does it really matter that much?
So strange. A show you turned me on to, Jury Duty. Have you seen this? Renewed at Amazon. Season 2 already filmed.
I saw.
And they're not saying anything about it.
Well, I did see something that it has something to do with some sort of corporate retreat.
Yes, they're not going to be inside the witness room. They're actually doing a corporate retreat.
Yeah, that's going to be interesting to see how they go into a neighborhood.
Yeah.
To do that with a plant, with a corporate, yeah.
I loved Jury Duty. I wonder if James Marsden's coming.
No, there's no way. None of the same people will be involved or it'll sell out.
We both like Nobody Wants This, right? Yeah, remember Adam Brody?
Oh, yes. Loved it.
Yeah. And Kristen Bell, they just cast his wife, Leighton Meister, for the second season.
Of his show?
Yes. She'll be a character named Abby, which is Kristen Bell's former middle school nemesis, who is now an Instagram mommy influencer.
It's really good. That was well done. A nice quick binge, half-hour episodes.
I have to say, I thoroughly enjoyed it. Now, have you seen this whole shakeup? The whole James Bond shakeup? The movie franchise?
Yeah, didn't Prime take the rights?
Amazon MGM Studios. Okay, they're going to join forces, of course, with the original people that, of course, which is Michael G. Wilson and Barbara Broccoli. They're forming a new joint venture. So Amazon Studios will be distributing it. But this was the weird part. Jeff Bezos got on social media asking people who should play the next Bond. So maybe they just want to know what the public thinks.
They have to know already. I mean, think about the brand they just acquired, one of the top brands in the history of movies.
But why would he go on social media? He's got 4.3 million Instagram followers. People were saying Henry Cavill, Aaron Pierre. Obviously, there's all these other rumors about Aaron Taylor Johnson, Paul Mescal, Josh O'Connor. I mean,
just seems weird.
Your pick. I don't know. I still think Aaron Taylor Johnson would be amazing.
Isn't Idris Elba, isn't he like part of that as well, I think?
Well, not Idris, but Damon.
Oh.
That's what I heard.
Matt Damon?
Okay.
No, Damon.
Oh, Damon.
I
was like,
yes.
West Bond?
I do love Idris, though. I think he's amazing. Who will be the next James Bond? That's your Celebrity Sleaze.
Bombas makes the most comfortable socks, underwear, and T-shirts.
Warning, Bombas are so absurdly comfortable you may throw out all your other clothes.
Sorry, do we legally have to say that?
No, this is just how I talk, and I really love my Bombas.
They do feel that good. And they do good, too. One item purchased equals one item donated.
To feel good and do good, go to bombas.com/listen and use code LISTEN for 20% off your first purchase. That's BOMBAS.com/listen and use code LISTEN at checkout.